Well, fresh off the road, but not for long, is Crossroads founder David Mainse. Dad, welcome back to this part of the country anyway for a few days. I know you've been on your Thank You Canada tour. We'll talk about that in a moment and some upcoming dates. But what brought you back for this time?
Well, one of my granddaughters is getting married this Saturday, and I'm performing the wedding. I have the honor to do that at 5 years old. She was adopted from St. Petersburg. It had already become St. Petersburg. In fact, her dad, Bruce Stacy, and our daughter, Elaine, had gone over because the orchestra from Moscow came over to Leningrad, and the best singers, and they did Bruce's musical production, The Scroll, which was featured at 3 world expositions, and that's where the Russians got to know about it. And while there, Elaine visited some orphanages, and she found this little 5-year-old. And, you know, I was thinking of this so often, that story of the lady that sent her son back. Remember that story on the news recently, back to Russia? Well, here's a happily ever after story. This weekend, Elena marrying Justin Gilmore of Burlington.
Yeah. So you are back. We're going to certainly enjoy that on the weekend, being together and celebrating with them. But you have been celebrating of sorts across the country.
Yes, Tuesday morning and Tuesday evening, pastor's meeting, and then a meeting of folks that gathered in the New Life Church in Dauphin,
All right.
Manitoba.
There's a picture.
Yeah,
of the,
and of course, we keep on going now. When I get back Sunday afternoon at 4 o'clock, not 7:30 as usual, 4 o'clock in Portage-la Prairie. And you folks in Portage watching right now, if you see a motorhome that has on the side of it, makeyouthink.com, I think it's that's the ministry that has donated the motorhome to us to use, and we're very, very thankful. And check that one out, Make You Think, check it out, and it's an amazing ministry to high school students. So it's there, I think. And then heading to the Manitoba Circle Square Ranch.
We'll come up on the screen.
Oh, there it is.
These are the next few dates for the evening meetings.
Yeah, well, they're going to the ranch to spend a couple of days and have a little R&R. My granddaughter Sarah and her husband Jordan, and 2 little great-grandchildren.
So that is this Sunday, Evangelical Church in Portage-la Prairie, and then Tuesday, May 25th, in Winkler Senior Center in Winkler.
And my friend Elmo, who used to be the manager there for the Triple E motorhome. If you don't come, Elmo, no more invitations for dinner down at our mobile home in Florida. No.
And then Thursday, May 27th, Calvary Temple in Winnipeg.
You know what I've been doing on the road? I've been writing postcards. Now, if I don't get every person who has supported the ministry in Winnipeg sent a postcard, I'm working on it. A bunch of them are in the mail. But I've been writing postcards because I'm down here and don't have time to make the phone calls that I'm trying to make. But some people, busy signals, no answer. So if I didn't get to call you and we've been through your community, I love you just the same, okay?
And so we're looking forward to that. Now, the Really Good Medicine is the name of a show that you started for seniors especially.
Well, we did it. It's probably the only show set in a mobile home park in Florida. Who's that comedian in New York City has a TV show that said, my mother moved to Florida when she turned 60, it's the law.
Yeah.
So we've got so many seniors down there. So the program is called Really Good Medicine. We've imported it back to Canada, 4:30, I think it is, on Sunday afternoons here on CTS. The Fox 13 in Orlando is going to start to carry it in the fall. And so, but we've imported that from Florida to Canada.
And why don't we show just a quick little clip here, and then I'll let you know how you can get a copy, but not right now. Later in the summer, we're going to make it available to our supporters. So take a look.
Our producer just reminded us that we're supposed to be happy, but then you might think we're over-medicated. So what about that? Okay.
We have experts, the gerontology department, University of Rochester, just across the other side of Lake Ontario here. But we also found someone else in Florida, an evangelist, makes his home in Orlando. We heard him in a Lakeland church, and we said, this young man has to come to Canada. Canada needs the preaching of this young man. So this is something else we've imported from Florida. And I think we have some dates and places there. Yes, there it is. Robert Martin, May 23rd to 26th. That starts this Sunday. Abundant Life Assembly. That's on Dixon Road in Toronto.
So he took you up on your invitation.
He did. Well, we kind of worked to help set him up here to get. And also in Welland, Ontario, our Executive Vice President, Byron, what's Byron's title here now? I'm losing.
Chief Operating Officer.
Chief Operating Officer.
That's his church, yeah.
That's his church in Welland, Ontario. Faith Tabernacle, May 30th to June the 2nd. And you can check up on robertmartinministries.com. Now, this is a good guy. He is an amazing preacher that's coming to us from Florida for these 2 meetings, and I hope it will result in Robert actually spending a lot of time over the next few years, God willing, in Canada.
Well, Dad, it's good to be able to stay in touch with you without having to see you on a computer on Skype. We'll keep that up, though, as you get back on the road this coming Sunday. So remember to stay in touch.
Now there are even more ways to join the 100 Huntley Street online community. We'd love to hear from you, so stay in touch with us.